Hi guys, welcome back. Once you open Maya, the interface will be like this. I am using Maya 2020 version to create a diorama project. Here, once you open this the Maya software, you will be getting a interface like this. And at the right top, you can see option called workspace. And here you will be able to change into different workspace based on your how expert you are, what you are actually doing in the software. And for example, here currently I am using Maya Classic. So you can see there is a star icon at the top of that Maya Classic name. So that means it's actually selected Maya Classic. And if you are doing some modeling, and you can select Maya Standard or Expert depending on how experienced you are using Maya. If you are a standard user, like maybe a beginner or an average user, you can select a standard option. So you will be given a the same kind of workspace, and some of the tools, everything will be focused on modeling. So if you are an expert, you can select the expert version. So you will be only given with the viewport, so you'll be able to create the models and all. And depending on like I said earlier, depending on what you're actually doing, you can change it. So for now I'm just going back to Maya Classic. So you'll be able to see everything, all the panels, everything you'll be able to see while I am working here itself. And once you open Maya, here you can see we actually have four different views. And one is top. You can see here at the bottom of the each of the view, it will be mentioned which view we are actually looking at. For example, here we have a top, then front view, side view, and a perspective view. Perspective view means here we will be seeing the final 3D model. For example, if I create a cube here, you will be able to see the final cube in the perspective window, and each of the respective view in the other windows. Like top view, you will be seeing the top part of the model in the top view, and the front, you will be seeing the front view part in the front view, and as well as side view in the side part. And to move around in Maya, you have to use some shortcuts for panning in the viewport window. You can hold on the alt on the keyboard, and you can use the middle mouse button to click and pan around the view. And to zoom in and zoom out, you can hold on alt key in the keyboard, and you can use right key button to click to zoom in and zoom out. And to rotate, you can click alt on the keyboard. You can use the left mouse button to rotate and see the and see all the views of the 3D model. And to focus on a single view, for example, here I want to see only the perspective view. So you can just select the perspective view. Once you selected the particular view, gray light highlight will be shown around that view, and which means you will be able to see which view is actually selected. And once you selected a particular view, you can press space on the keyboard, so only that view will be shown, and all the others will be minimized or hidden at the moment. And if you want to go back to that for view option, you can press space once again, and you will be going back to that original view. And at the same time, you can actually click on that side options also in order to arrange your panels and all. If you click on that panel layout, the first one, you will be seeing only the selected one. If you click on the second one, that means all the four panels will be opened. Okay, so these are some of the basic options in Maya. And for moving around and other things, you'll be using tools. So for example, once you selected a particular object, here you can see some of the tools here. The first one is selection tool. That means just for selecting, we will be using this tool. And if you have multiple objects, and each of the time you are selecting an object, a green highlight will be shown around that particular model, and with that highlight you will be able to see know which particular model you are actually selected. And the second one is lasso tool. With the lasso tool you will be able to select objects. Like if you have multiple objects, you can actually create a selection and you will be able to select multiple objects. And the third one is object selection, same thing. This one is actually used for components, and that we will be going over in our next videos, upcoming videos. So we'll be looking at those options in the upcoming videos. The next three tools are one of the important tools in Maya. The first one is move tool, and once you hover over that particular tool you will be able to see a description. It says that you'll be able to use this tool to move around objects. So once you select a particular model, you can see three axes. One is y axis, which is pointing towards the up, and one is z axis, one is x axis. And you can actually use this axis and you can move 3D models anywhere in these three axes. And the second one is rotate tool. With this tool you will be able to rotate the model in any direction, like y axis, x axis or z axis. And the third and final one is scale tool. The same thing, you can actually scale an object in the either one of the axes, like x, z or y axis. Okay, and these are some of the basic tools. And in the next video onwards we'll be directly going into the modeling process, and one by one we will be looking at some of the tools, and you will be able to follow the software from there itself. And every time I'll be explaining all the tools, everything properly. So I'll see you guys in the next video.